Why are business partnerships so often a disaster? In this video, I'm going to explain why it's rarely a good plan to go into partnership in any business, however much it may seem like a great idea at the beginning. We often start out thinking, wouldn't it be great to spend all day with my best friend, a colleague, or a relative while having fun doing things I like and growing a business? If that's your plan right now, just stop and think again. It may not be such a good idea at all. If you still intend to go ahead, do think of these important issues first. Number 1, who is putting their own money into the business? This is fundamental to your business plan and it will become crucial in the future, so it must be fair from the start. Whatever you do, don't think you can resolve this after you've started. By then it will be too late. By the way, the proportion of liquid money must be exactly proportionate to the share of the business, and this must be put in writing, preferably by a solicitor. You will be grateful one day, especially if you are the one who put the most money in. Second, borrowing money. This is a significant step that requires careful consideration and planning at the outset. To borrow money from a bank, you need security, usually in the form of a property. This means you must have an asset that the bank can hold as collateral. Whoever provides that security risks losing their home if they fail to repay the loan, especially if the business fails. This is a serious commitment and should not be taken lightly. If you are going into a partnership, make sure all parties are taking the same risk. It's crucial that everyone is equally invested. Anyone who doesn't and expects to be a partner is a freeloader. Secondly, you may be tempted to take out a business loan jointly. This could be a mistake in a partnership. Try to avoid any joint loan at the start. Make sure each individual has taken a risk. This ensures that everyone has a personal stake in the success of the venture. Another danger with a joint loan can be a partner who goes personally bankrupt. In that case, the other partners will be responsible for the whole of the loan, and this can lead to a business failure where the remaining partners have to repay the loan while the bankrupt escapes responsibility. Therefore, it's essential to have clear agreements and understandings in place before entering into any financial commitments. Third, shareholding, and why it should not be informal. It is tempting at the beginning to make partners equal, for example, 50-50. The idea of sharing everything equally seems fair and straightforward, and it can be very appealing when both partners are excited about the new venture. This, however, is probably the worst possible idea. If the business fails, it's bad enough, but if the business is successful, there can be endless problems and issues that will arise in years to come. Why is that? The initial excitement can quickly turn into frustration when both partners have equal say, but different visions. When a business starts to succeed, it can cause a situation where disagreements cannot be resolved, and maybe one of the partners behaves in a way that it becomes impossible to continue. Success often brings out differences in opinion, work ethic, and ambition. One partner might want to reinvest profits into the business, while the other might want to take out dividends. A stalemate situation can then arise, and the partners become enemies. When both partners have equal power, neither can make a final decision without the other's agreement. This can lead to a deadlock where no progress is made, and the business suffers as a result. The once harmonious relationship can turn into a bitter rivalry. Even selling the business becomes impossible, forcing one partner to have no alternative but to walk away or sell out. The partner who walks out could even be the one who worked the hardest and finds the other partner intolerable. Avoid 50-50 partnerships at all costs. Instead, consider structuring the partnership in a way that allows for clear decision-making and accountability. This might mean giving one partner a slight majority or defining specific roles and responsibilities. By doing so, you can prevent many of the conflicts that arise from equal partnerships and ensure a smoother path to success. The lazy partner. It happens in every business. No matter the industry or the size of the company, the dynamics of partnership can often lead to one person shouldering more of the workload. The reality of running a business is hard work, 24/7. It's a relentless grind that demands dedication, perseverance, and a strong work ethic. And even if one person is conscientious, putting in the hours and effort needed to drive the business forward, it is often likely that another will not be exactly equally hardworking. This imbalance can create tension and resentment, leading to a toxic work environment. Indeed, I have seen businesses where a partner will barely work at all, contributing little to the success of the venture while benefiting financially. Again, the only way to resolve the issue where one works and another doesn't is to sell his share or sell up. This can be a heartbreaking decision, especially if you've invested significant time and resources into the business. Skills. Before entering any partnership, it's crucial to clearly define roles and responsibilities. Check out which partner will be doing which job. Is one skill more valuable than another? These questions need to be addressed up front to avoid future conflicts. I remember an example of how my late father had a nursing home. My stepmother was a nurse, and she worked all day, every day, providing essential care to the residents. My father, on the other hand, handled the administrative tasks, which took about half a day a week. Yet they were equal partners. That was clearly unfair, but the business was successful, and there was no way out for my stepmother until it was sold. There are many businesses like that, with one partner doing a disproportionate amount of work. Think carefully before going into such an arrangement. Ensure that all partners are on the same page and that there is a fair distribution of work and responsibilities. Preferably put this in writing before you start. Another way to consider this issue is for the hours of work to be paid for each partner at the going rate for the skill. The remaining profit can be shared out proportionately according to the shareholding, thereby avoiding the risk of the freeloading partner who, in some cases, will not receive a full-time salary. To summarize, before starting a business that is a partnership, make sure you have a contract itemizing the precise shareholding before you start. Avoid 50-50 partnerships. Spell out where the money invested came from and detail the job roles and the minimum hours. Make this a legally binding document. After all, you do want the business to be a success, don't you?